Hi, my name is Colin SkipperWing Bird, and welcome to another episode of The Crimson Fly. Shoutouts to Innova for their song Sea Monster. You can find it in the links in the description. So yeah, that's the song for today. Also, if you would like a version of this video without the commentary, you can check out the links in the cards or in the description or in the annotations when they appear on screen at the end of this video. So today's strip, issue 5, strip number 64. I really wish that number had more meaning for me because I was a Nintendo 64 diehard fan and I like to put that number everywhere whenever I can, but it wasn't really that important, so we're just going to move on. The other milestone for this video is that when compiling all the time for this, it turns out this took a full day of animation. And while that's not really impressive in and of itself, I would spend multiple hours. Consecutively, I spent 24 hours working on this particular strip. And in certain places it shows both for good and for ill. So, yeah. First and foremost, you'll notice that with panel 1, I ended up redrawing the static version. And because I was just not satisfied with the motion that was being given off in the original version of it. It didn't imply as much motion as I would have liked. So I ended up redoing it before I went to the animated portions. What's also interesting about the animated portions is that I don't think it's the first time I play with a change in perspective, but it's the first time that I go all out in doing so. Normally when I do camera moves, it usually involves just moving the camera, panning the camera across a static perspective. Whereas here, I decided to try something different by playing with the actual perspective as the character was running through. And immediately there's a little bit of a cheat going on in that I put it against a black background, so there wasn't really as much, it wasn't as hard as it could have been, and probably should have been. But still, it came out nicer than I would have thought. And I think for me, the key to nailing those changes in perspective is to nail down your character and what they're going to be doing, and nailing down their perspective. And once you do that, then you can nail down the perspective of the camera as it tracks along the background as it tracks along the character. So that was very interesting and very both fun and not fun. It wasn't fun in trying to figure it out, but once I got the hang of the planning stage, doing the actual animation was a lot of fun, and it's one of the few times that it's been a lot of fun to rewatch going forward, because as a creator, once you've done something, you've seen it, and it's kind of hard to impress you doing with your own work again. But when you figure something out, that's just magical. So yeah, figuring out the perspective stuff was lots of fun. Another thing that I started doing was I started cheating a little bit more with Flash. Not so much using symbols, but rather reusing my drawings, rather bits and pieces of my drawings rather than full parts of my drawings. So yeah, and that way that allowed me to save a little bit of time. I think I'm coming to that point where as a storyteller, where I'm finding certain cheats and solidifying the style of my character. And with the Crimson Fly, that means basically putting everything in shade and then erasing out the parts of him that are not in shadow, which is very interesting. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. It didn't really feel like that in the moment because I'm not a cleanup person. I don't like cleaning things up. I don't like rather I like cleaning them up, and I like cleaning them up once. I don't like cleaning them up a good however many frames is in 30 seconds of animation. That was not fun. Let me see, 10 seconds by 24. Either way, it was a lot of frames to be cleaning up, and that wasn't fun for me. But finding out the new tricks and seeing the animation play out, oh man, so much fun. I really like how this strip turned out. I'm just kind of flabbergasted. I should probably just stop talking and let the strip speak for itself, but man, this was a lot of fun, and this is kind of the point of the Crimson Fly, is to expand my horizons as a storyteller. I have to admit, if there's one thing that I didn't like that I had to happen, is that towards the end I was rushing, and you can sort of see it in bits and pieces, very small bits and pieces, like in the cleanliness of the line art. But yeah, I think that if I can just, you know, keep pushing this further and further, this is going to be something really special, guys. I can really feel it. And that's it for today's strip. If you like what you saw, please leave a comment and definitely tell your friends. If you're not already subscribed, just hit that subscribe button. It would really help me out. Also, feel free to check out other videos in this series and also the original version of this comic as an interactive app. My name is Colin SkipperWing Bird, and I'm signing out. I'll catch you peeps later.